looking good.
All right, we're starting 30 seconds.
If I manage to start, yep, we're good to go. All right, I
Are you
think
ready?
we're live. Yeah. I think we're live. Live for about 7 seconds or so. What's up, everybody? Hello.
Hey, everyone.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Title Tuesday. Fabi's playing, Firouzja is playing. Fabi, how are you feeling about Title Tuesday? Are you excited?
Yeah, it should be fun. It's a bit early here, but we're starting in about 2 seconds.
We are starting in about 2 seconds, so I'm going to mute myself right about now. Good luck.
Thank
Actually,
you.
wait, have you played? Have you started playing already?
Yeah, the game just started.
All right, good luck. What's up, guys? How's it going? Hello, chat. I think we're let's give me just 1 second. Let me find Fabi's game, and we're gonna start looking at some games. There we go. Let me see how it looks like right now. I'm not 100% sure why Fabi's Zoom got killed. We'll figure it out in just a second. Maybe this. Fabi's Zoom got, we have some technical difficulties, but we'll solve them as we move along. All right, Title Tuesday, guys. We're checking out Fabi's games, obviously. There's a lot of people playing today. Firouzja is playing, Grigory Oparin. Of course, we don't have Hikaru and Naka, and a bunch of other guys because they're playing in the Chess 960 World Championship. So that's that. But still a lot of players, a lot of very, very strong players. In fact, let me just check and see exactly who we have. So we have Dropstone, which I think it's, no. Dropstone? Who is Dropstone? I'm not 100% sure. We have Jospam, we have Jobava, or Jobava, however you want to call it. We have Andreikin, Bortnik, Bogdan Deak, Oparin, Dubov. Plenty of guys. So it should be a fun event. Hikaru and Naka. Did I say Hikaru and Naka? I meant I meant Magnus and Hikaru. Did I say Hikaru and Naka? That's funny. Once during the live stream at the St. Louis Chess Club, I think it was during the US Champs, I said Fabiano Hikaru or Fabiano Nakamura, and people called me out on this. Dropstone is Paravian. Okay, yeah, Paravian is a good player, especially online. He plays very, very well. He plays very, very well. By the way, guys, how do I sound? How do I sound and how does Fabi sound? Is the volume okay on everything? Greetings from Portugal. I always like to see you. Thanks for the podcast. Great content. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Fabiano Nakamura is the ultimate celebrity power couple. Crisp. Okay. Where's Fabi Cam? We will solve that in just a second. Right now, I'm not exactly sure what the problem is with the Zoom. But we will solve that in just a second. Well, Fabi is playing right now. So I muted myself. Fabi is also muted. But we should be able to see his camera. We will be seeing his camera after he's done with this game. Who will be the next guest? So actually, this week we have a podcast, just the two of us. We recorded after the US Championship, so that should be a fun one. We just analyzed basically what happened at the US Champs. We discussed about early future plans for Fabiano, for myself, and a bunch of other topics. and that's going to be released on Thursday. Your sound seems to get lowered a little bit, Christian. Okay. Normally it shouldn't be lowered, but I can make it higher. Okay, let me try to do this. How about now? Does that sound a little bit better? By the way, Fabi's completely winning. He's going to pick up this guy right now. He can start by taking on f7. He decided not to. He can still take on f7 first, which probably is a good idea. Okay, so he takes. He's going to take the queen back. That's going to be an exchange up for how many pawns? A couple of pawns. So there is some compensation. The problem is you have a lot of weaknesses. So you go back to try to defend. Well, if you do that, then I just take and take. Even though if I take on c4 first, you go bishop c5. So maybe that's why he plays rook b5 to defend against bishop c5. That's a nice move. Now just rook c1 seems to be winning. Bishop to b4 is going to be met by a3 later on. Bishop to g5, maybe even king here. King here, f4, and then e4. You don't even have to give up this pawn. But Fabi decides to give it. Okay, the guy is playing on increment. 9 seconds for Son of Holy God. FIDE Master from, I think that's Colombia. Yes. FIDE Master from Colombia. Whoa. Did somebody just donate $200? Super chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. $200. I went to get food when you last streamed. I can't believe you haven't been doing this longer. Well, appreciate it. Appreciate it, my brother. The move sound is a bit too loud. Okay. By the way, checkmate is coming. Checkmate. Very nice. Hello. Can you hear us? Okay, give me just 1 second. We lost your video in the process. Oh, there we go. There you are. How was the first game?
I couldn't even think at the start. I was very groggy. I don't know what I did in the opening. It was terrible, but I guess at some point I kind of tricked him.
All is well that ends well.
Yeah, I didn't see this knight c7, queen b3 in advance. I just saw f5, e6. I thought, we'll go for it and see what happens. And then after castle, I thought, okay, my position's just bad. But then I saw knight c7, queen b3, and it looked, maybe rook c8 is a mistake. Maybe rook d8, so d5 doesn't fall. But still, I don't think I'm worse there.
Yeah. Wait.
So
at what point?
Well, after knight c7, I guess rook c8, queen b3 is already okay. Maybe the endgame is okay. He has 2 pawns, but for the exchange. But at least I'm not worse.
I think the computer is saying that it's about equal after queen b3. For what?
Yeah, that makes sense. But maybe he should sack the exchange after e6. He should take knight c7, king d7. But it's difficult, yeah. He has 3 pawns, but his king is in the center, so I understand why he wouldn't want to go for that.
Yeah, you can even go things like e4 or something like that.
Yeah, maybe e4, just break it open.
Yeah, well, that's a good start. Good start to get it going. People were asking about the pod. What we're releasing this week. I said we're releasing just the 2 of us. It's going to be a post US champs, but we have a lot of interesting guests coming for next week. I think we're trying to get Jennifer Yu for this week.
Yeah, the US champion, Jennifer Yu. Tomorrow, I think we have a lawyer who will talk about the case.
Tomorrow is a big
lawsuit. Yeah, that should be interesting. We'll get he already shared a lot, I think, about his thoughts, but it'll be interesting to get his perspective on it.
Yeah. That's going to be live, and that's going to happen at, I think, we're going to start the stream around 1:30 p.m. and then I think the lawyer is going to join us around 2 p.m. Central Time. 3 p.m. On the East Coast. So that should be.
I see there's a lot of tournaments going on today. The Fisher Random Chess 960 World Championship is going on, just started.
Yeah.
And there's the Women's Grand Prix.
The Women Grand Prix also started, yeah, for a while.
Yeah, because
Whoa.
Sorry,
that was that was Peter, yeah? Peter.
Yeah, I got Peter on for a second. I just wanted to see what's going on in these Fisher random games. Oh wait, my game just started.
Okay, good luck. Good luck.
Thank you.
I'm going to mute myself. All right, here we go. Let's see the games. Where is Fabi? There we go. All right. He's playing with the black pieces against the Rigos, who is FIDE master. 2638, so a pretty strong FIDE master. And Fabi is going for this very suspicious, modern looking like setup. Very, very suspicious, modern looking like setup. Actually, let's do this like this, and then this like this. I don't want to see any eval, because people will start getting questions, thinking that who knows. What is your favorite opening? My favorite opening is the Grunfeld. I really enjoy playing the Grunfeld with the black pieces. Ask the lawyer about every blunder each party in the lawsuit may have already made. That's a good question. That is a good question. I'm sure he's going to analyze quite thoroughly the language. And I think this is something that we don't, at least I don't understand that well, how the language could potentially impact the outcome of it, or at least create an early dynamic in the lawsuit. I don't know how the language will impact that. And I don't know what the current discussions, how they impacted what's going to happen in the lawsuit, like Magnus's lawyer's response and things of that nature. Flip the board to Fabi's point of view. Okay, I can do that. I think I can do that. Actually, I'm not 100% sure I can do that. Yeah, I don't think you can do that, actually. When you're watching a game, I don't think you can do that. Unless... Oh, never mind. You can do that. There we go. For how long do I know Fabi? I know Fabi for like close to 10 years, I think. 9 years? Something like that? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Will Professor Arun Sharma challenge Ken Regan's statistical analysis? I don't think Professor Arun Sharma is interested in that. He's following, but I don't think he's necessarily interested in that. How is that a clickbait? We're definitely unfiltered, and it's definitely live. And we're definitely doing Title Tuesday. Do I feel jitters returning to over-the-board chess for the Classic? Yeah, so that's a big one. The Classic is going to start in at the beginning of November. That's going to be my first tournament in over 3 years. Over 3 years. I never thought I would say that, especially not as early on in my career, but life just gets in the way. So yeah, I'm very, very excited. I have to say, I'm very, very excited to play. It's going to be a difficult event. I'm one of the lower rated players in the event, but that means that I have a good opportunity to play some really strong players. So I'm excited about that. So Fabi's getting ready to kill white on the G file. He's trying to get on G file. So bishop h6 followed by G4, things of that nature. Is the field announced for the Fall Classic? Yes, the field is announced for both A and B. A is extremely strong. One of my students is playing in A, Grigory Oparin, who is actually playing in Title Tuesday as well. Vidit is playing in A. I think Jeffrey Chong, if I'm not mistaken, Hans. A lot of good players playing in the A group. And then in the B group, some very decent players as well. I think Rishi... No. I've been watching too much British politics. Sadwani. I almost wanted to say Rishi Sunak, or whatever his name is. Sadwani is going to be the top seed, who is like 26-15 or something along those lines, and only like 16 years of age. Very strong young guy. And a bunch of other very talented youngsters, like Ivic, I think is going to be in the B group. Landerman is going to be in the B group. This is going to be the fall chess classic at the St. Louis Chess Club. It's starting in about a week from now. What's up, Alex? Okay, things are getting from bad to worse for our friend Derrigos. All Fabi has to do right now is maybe do this and then go here, and then open up the H file, and then that's game over. Or maybe, okay, so he wants to take and then he takes. Or maybe he takes on F3 and then bishop takes G4. Yeah, bishop takes G4 now. That almost traps the queen, which is kind of funny. You only have one move. You can go to F2, but then there has to be something, right? Bishop H3. He's starting to look at potentially pushing the pawns. The thing is that you cannot do anything with white. That's the problem. Perhaps I spoke too soon, but now I see a queen coming. I see a queen coming and giving some checks. Yes, Fabi sees the same thing. If you take, that's check, and then there has to be a mate, right? Maybe even knight G4. Wait, after knight G4, knight G4, queen takes D4. That would be a very bad move. That would actually be a very bad move. Whoa. You cannot take because of bishop C3. Okay, but now you take away the D4 square from your queen. Fabi understands that. You can go queen F3, but after queen E1, that's checkmate. That's very nice. Okay, he's looking at some checks. This guy is not giving up. I like that. This guy is not giving up. So taking on F2, taking the queen is actually a very bad move. This guy is fighting. The problem is right now you're just getting mated. You don't have time to take because queen E3 is checkmate. And if you cannot... Okay, that's another... No, but queen E3 is a mate. That's a mate. That's a mate. Okay. That is a mate. Okay, all right. All right.
Man, what was that?
It almost felt like he lost the plot at some point.
Well, but at the end, it's 96. Brilliant.
He found 96. Yeah, that was good. That was really good.
But it's winning, right?
It has to be. I don't know. Let's see.
I mean, it looks like I wasn't sure.
Yes.
But I was like,
completely winning.
If I take on F2, then he's either drawing or mating me. Okay, let's see what this chess.com analysis tells us.
Rook takes C6 is winning, which you played, I think. King G8 is also winning, which you played. But nothing else. If you don't play...
no, but the point was this. I was expecting Queen F3. I played Queen E1, and I made him on the back rank.
Correct.
Which I was... But why doesn't it, list this game in my completed games? I can't, find the game.
I don't know. I mean, checkmate finishes the game, so it has to be completed.
Yeah, but I don't see it in, my completed games. Okay.
Yeah, that's a bit strange. By the way, somebody donated $200.
Oh wow! Thank you to
Steve Nguyen.
Thank you, Steve.
Steve, we appreciate it. That's top level chess right there. Somebody says that game once makes me want to play the kid. Yes, that's a successful kid attack. But
it was terrible. I mean, don't play it the way I played it. H5 only makes any sense if the bishop is on H4 and you threaten G5. The way I did it, it was just a terrible position. I'm sure that he was much better. But yeah, in blitz, the King's Indian attack is a King's Indian defense or attack is very, very effective.
Yeah.
Because you can just push your pawns. At some point, you'll get an attack. You don't really have to play accurately.
Yeah. Let's see. There's still some games left in this one. Yeah, there's still some games left. Firouzja is still playing. Let's see what he's doing. Wait, no, Firouzja just finished. So he won his game.
My game just started.
Oh.
I'm playing Daniel Darda.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Let's try to find Fabi's game. He's playing a very young guy from Belgium. I think he's one of the big hopes of Belgian chess. Daniel Darda. Okay, why can't I follow his game? Hey, let me see. Let me see the game. All right, there we go. Chess.com is glitching a little bit today. It's being very slow. Daniel Darda. Let's close this. Lines, eval. You guys don't see anything. I don't see anything. Nobody complains. All right. Daniel Darda, big prospect from Belgium. I think he's only 18 or 19 years of age. Grandmaster, one of the most recent grandmasters. I'm sure trains with a lot of good coaches. Maybe even shared some coaches with Fabi. That could be something. Because we know Fabi used to train with Chuchalov, and Chuchalov is of Belgian origins, and maybe trains Daniel. I'm just speculating at this point. All right. So what Fabi is doing, he obviously seems to know what he's doing, but this is going to be a huge race. So basically what Fabi is saying is that his attack on this side, h4, g5, and then sacrifice on g7, or just basically blow your position up, is going to be faster than what you're going to get on this side, which makes a lot of sense. It feels like you're much faster. I play Berlin for fun. Wait, bishop takes a2. This, no. But how do you continue? Okay, h4, g5 is coming. Where's your attack as black? It feels like bishop takes a2 just basically blocks your own attack. Like, you are supposed to take on f5 at this point. Take on f5 and try to simplify the position, eliminate this knight. If you don't eliminate this knight, you're completely lost as black. This might actually just be over, because g5 is going to mate you. Who will be commentating for the Fall Chess Classic? So I think for the Fall Chess Classic, they're not doing like... Actually, they are doing commentary. Is going to be the Grandmaster in Residence, who actually during that time, luckily enough, is going to be Miro. So Miro is going to be doing the live commentary for that one, alongside, I believe, Jonathan Schranz. You cannot take on f5, by the way, because of queen c4 and queen takes c5. So that's actually, this is over. Oh man, this is, this looks ugly. Evgeny Miroshnichenko and Jonathan Schranz. Yes, that is correct. By the way, I think we missed a super chat. Thank you very much to Andrew. C-Squared is awesome, guys. Thanks for both of you for all your work, and congrats on US champs. Thank you very much. Yeah, that was the problem. Rook takes f5, queen c4 was coming. I guess he did not see it, or he assumed that he's going to get some sort of an attack here, but queen a3 just finishes the game. Forces the queen trade if you want to keep your attack going, or some sort of an attack going. Rook takes g5 is just winning, or you can take on c6 first. Saludos desde Colombia. Thank you very much. Saludos. Best podcast about chess. We appreciate that. Thanks for all your support, guys. Bishop e3. This is resignable. Yes. This is indeed resignable. Rook d3, defend the pawn on a3. Can we expect a C-Squared pod with Vidit for Indian fans? All right, we're going to tell you guys. Yes. Hopefully, we hope that we can get Vidit on. I already invited him. I haven't heard back from him, but we are actively trying to get Vidit. Yes. Are you going to stream on Twitch as well? No. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, that's funny. Okay, that's reside. That is reside.
All right.
All right, that was actually quite smooth.
That was an easy one, yeah. That was just something went wrong. I just had to push my pawns. I didn't even have to calculate much.
Yep, that's what I thought as well. I mean, especially after he took on a2, it felt like your
Probably
attack
f6 is a very bad decision because it just helps my attack in the long run.
Let me get back to f6. This move, f6. Early
I don't
on,
know,
at move 8.
I mean, by the way, it doesn't like add these games to my list of completed games. It's very weird, so I don't know how to find my games.
Yeah, I don't
Like something's bugging out with chess.com.
I think so. Yeah. Chess.com is glitching a little bit right now.
But yeah, my feeling was that after f6, that my attack is with the knight on f5, my attack just goes through. It looked very, very bad. I mean, then he blundered a piece, but I mean, after I get g5, I don't think he's surviving it.
Yeah. Difficulty with the audio, somebody says. In what sense? Are you guys hearing Fabi well? Are you guys hearing me well? Okay, we got some dating site spam. Give me just 1 second. All right, get out of here.
Oh, Shanky's playing.
Shanky's playing.
Wow, you never see Shanky playing these Title Tuesday events.
That's
is that
true.
the real one? It is the real one.
Yeah. Shankland, GM Shankland is the real one. So Shankly is playing, Rasmus Svein is playing, Jospem, Serana.
Yeah, a lot of guys.
A lot of guys except Magnus and Hikaru, right?
Well, they're can't. They can't. If they could, that would mean something very weird is going on. But yeah, they're playing the Fisher Random World Championship in Reykjavik.
Fabi is a bit louder, but it's okay. We understand well. Okay, let me fix that because I can fix that. Fabi, say something now.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the.
Okay, I think.
Oh no, I left my Title Tuesday.
Whoa!
Okay,
I'm back.
I'm back.
Don't go.
I'm back. No, I was trying to find these Fisher Random games. Let's see. Magnus Fedoseev. Magnus Castled. Which is, yeah, it looks like Magnus
is this the first game?
Yeah, Magnus is crushing right from the opening.
So what are the groups for that one?
So Magnus, Hikaru, Bluebaum, Fedoseev is one group.
Mm-hmm.
Nepo, Abdusatarov, Wesley, and Gretarsson is another group.
Okay.
Those are the two groups. Well, I don't know the format. What is it like? Only one person advances from each group?
I'm not 100% sure. That doesn't make too much sense.
The groups are balanced. They make sense. You know, you have like the favorites Wesley and Jan, and the favorites Hikaru and Magnus. Two of them in each group. And then I would say like Fedoseev is a dark horse, and the other players don't have much of a real. Oh well, okay. Abdusatarov also a dark horse. Actually, speaking of which, he is winning against Jan. Like
really?
Jan's king is on d7, and not like in an endgame. Jan's king is on d7 with all the pieces on the board. So this looks. Let's see if he could survive that.
So the way I think they did it last time was they had semifinals, finals, right? So it would only make sense that they would qualify 2 players from each group. And then they would do semifinals, finals.
Well, in that case, that would reward safety. And especially in so in that case, let's say Magnus Hikaru get first, second in their group, then they would play a match to decide which one of them goes to the final.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Then that would take some of the intrigue out of it, because it wouldn't be like it would more be a fight for safety and trying to score a small plus to get second place.
Yes.
Which then we could say that Magnus against Hikaru is a very, very likely semifinal. Like maybe 80% semifinal.
But you would expect them to want them in the finals if they manage to if they do the brackets. Like, how do they do the brackets?
I mean, they did it by drawing a lot, so it wasn't by choice.
Yeah.
Which it makes sense. They of course shouldn't.
By the way, the games should start soon. So
yeah, it'll start soon. But I was just gonna say they shouldn't. And it started, but I'll just say this before. They shouldn't be doing things based on what people want to see, because it is a competition, and they should do things based on the fairness of it.
Absolutely. Okay. Good luck, Bobby. All right. The games have just started. Fabi is playing somebody from the Netherlands. He's playing Kleine Bear. Whoa. No, I don't want to see this game. I do not want to see this game. I want to see this game. Kleine Bear. Okay. All right, guys. So Kleine Bear is, I'm not 100% sure who, but Kleine Beer. Okay, never mind. He's not Bear. Kleine Beer, 98. I would assume he's born in 98, so he's probably a pretty young guy. 24 years of age, international master. So you guys do the math on that one. By the way, right now the standings, as we enter round 4, a lot of people on 3 out of 3. A lot of them. Fabi among those guys, and Fabi enjoying the 2 bishops right now. Kleine Bear means little bear in Dutch. Thomas Beardson. Yes, that could be him. But isn't Thomas Beardson a grandmaster? Tiny Bear. Okay. The Bras are playing as well. Yes. So it seems like Aman is playing. I saw Aman's name among the Bras. I would assume he's the one streaming right now. He's over 2,500. Okay, so it's Thomas Beardson. Okay, that makes sense. By the way, Fabi's just enjoying a very nice advantage right now. Very stable advantage. 2 bishops, nicely controlling most of the board. The queen cannot get out of this pin because queen f6, first of all, that's protected by the bishop. Queen g4, queen h5, sorry, is met by g4. And that's, by the way, actually, what if I go king h1 with the idea of playing g4? Like, how do you stop that? I guess he wants to play h5. Yeah. He wants to play h5. But that's not going to help. Actually, how do you get out of this pin? Do you have a way to get out? My plan is very simple. I just go king h2, and then I play g4. But then you have queen h6 at the end. So you take, and then queen h6, and you try to exchange the queens. So you might try to save yourself like that. But you put another piece on this diagonal? No. King h2. Now g4 is a big threat. You actually have to go back. You have to go back king g8. That's the only move that saves the piece right now. Otherwise, you just lose the piece. Yes. So he goes back to g8. Now if you go g4, take, and then queen h6. That's the plan. That's the plan. That's the only way for him to save himself. But to be honest, I can even go rook g1 and then g4. You take, and then I take with the rook, and then I kill you on the g file. But this position is so sad. Black cannot do anything. Black actually cannot do anything. Queen e6. Okay, so he's trying to save himself somehow. Get off the pin. He needs to get off the pin. This is not going to be an easy task. Bishop to b1. Basically mirroring this idea of hiding the bishop away. Black hit the bishop on c8. White hit the bishop on b1. Very nice idea. Very nice prophylactic play by both players. e4. Okay. So I did not anticipate that. I did not think that he wants to get out of this pin. Now, his idea is probably that if you go knight e7, I'm going to take, and then queen c7. and then put a lot of pressure on all of your pieces. That's my guess. I'm not 100% sure if that's what Fabi is trying to do, but that's my guess. Yes, we do. We already shouted out our boy Steve. Steve with a dono. We appreciate that. By the way, a very pleasant choice right now for white. You can go queen g4 and exchange the queens, and once again play with the two bishops. Take, and then you move the knight anywhere, and I go f3. Then I also pick up this pawn on h4 with the king. King h3, king takes h4. So that might be a problem as well for black. To be honest, anything is a problem right now for black. All of the positions right now, all of the endgames are going to be far superior for white. For a simple reason. I have a very nice majority in the center. I also have the two bishops, and I'm controlling very important squares with these two bishops. This has to be bad. This has to be bad. Something must happen. Maybe rook d8 and then rook d7. That's one way. Maybe rook d8 and then queen b8 to try to be super aggressive. Wait, what is he trying to do? What if I go queen b8 now and try to checkmate you? I think queen b8. Yeah, yes. Why not? Why not? I mean, you have to move the rook, yeah? But, so I give you a check, I kick you out, and then what if I go queen f8? Is that too much? Queen f8, f6? Okay, where's the mate, guys? Where's the mate? Okay, he's trying queen f4. Queen f4. Now, what's the idea? Ooh, no. I'm going to go back for this guy. Queen c7 now. Queen c7 now wins the game. You cannot go knight f7 to cover up because of rook takes h5. Yes. This is winning. This is over, guys. Has Fabi ever won a Title Tuesday? He has not. He has not won a Title Tuesday yet. Yes, this is over. Queen takes g7. Oh man, I so want to take. Okay, bishop d2. He's really taking the easy way out. Fabi's really taking the easy way out. I so wanted to take on h6 and then go queen g4 and try to go for the checkmate like that. The schedules are busy, but we're enjoying it a lot. I'm enjoying it a lot. I think Fabi also enjoys the podcast quite a lot. It definitely showed in his play that he's enjoying, and it doesn't take any time away from his preparation. So I think that's a good thing. And I think that was an important thing to kind of, for him to see that, you know, it doesn't take any time away from his preparation. Fabi rarely plays the Title Tuesdays. No, he actually plays quite a lot. Okay, he made his life extremely difficult. He's making his life extremely difficult. He might have already messed it up. I don't know what's happening. Okay, this is not good. He's still gonna win this, but he really messed it up. Is he actually winning this? I don't think he's winning it. No, he's not winning it anymore. He might win it because he's Fabi. And because he's gonna... Oh, man. That's painful that he did not win this. He's gonna be so pissed. Yeah, this is not good. The fact that he did not win this... Oh, man. Yeah, this is a draw now. This is the Philidor right now. You go back. Yeah, okay. This is... Oh, man. Disaster.
Yeah.
Complete disaster. What?
I don't understand.
What just
what
happened?
I was doing.
What just
I have
happened?
like 4 pawns. Yeah, I mean,
That was pretty bad.
that was terrible.
Yes, I mean...
I just stopped seeing the board at some point. Like I didn't even realize my pawns were hanging. I think on g6 and
The
queen.
f3, yeah. I mean, there's absolutely no reason to give f3 when he played.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason for many things, including I don't know why I didn't just take on b5. Why I started giving my pawns from that moment.
Who is this guy?
I don't know.
Is it Thomas Biertsen? I think it's Thomas Biertsen.
Yeah, I don't really know him. I think he's quite active in these tournaments, but I don't know him personally.
We're getting attacked by a lot of bots.
Yeah, I mean, just ridiculous. It was probably mating him too, but I decided just to take all his pawns, which is fine. But yeah, four connected past pawns, not to win.
People are asking, have you ever won a title Tuesday?
No, I haven't.
That's what I thought as well.
It's very difficult to win. Sometimes I go like +7 and don't win.
It's such a difficult event. And yeah,
I mean, there's been some 2400s who have won like half a dozen of them. You know, it's very impressive.
Are you discussing Fabiano's play during the game? Is that illegal? Yes, because Fabiano cannot hear what I'm saying, and he's not watching the stream either. So yes.
Yeah, I can't hear anything. I can't see anything. So
there's a lot of people that do that. I mean, Hikaru is analyzing his game live. He's streaming his game live, or other people are streaming his games live.
Yeah, of course. You can talk about your own games during. I actually wondered if it's helpful, because it seems like it wouldn't be helpful, but maybe to talk about your thoughts out loud.
No way. No. Streaming makes your chess much worse, I think, in general.
Well, I mean, Hikaru has great success despite streaming. I wonder if going through his thoughts doesn't actually hurt him, but is actually maybe it helps him sort through all the things he's calculating and thinking about. I'm not sure it's necessarily a bad thing. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to explain how Hikaru has so much success while talking about his games at the same time. So I think
what he also is very used to it. Like his game was probably lagging a little bit at the beginning when he first started streaming, but since he's doing it like 8 hours every single day, I think he got used to it.
Yeah, maybe. It could be, of course. He's been playing for years while discussing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it can't be so bad for your chess if he can play at his level, or even sometimes higher than his, let's say, usual over the board level, which is already pretty high.
Yeah.
So I don't know. For me, I think it might be a bad thing to be discussing what I'm thinking, but maybe not, because you sometimes catch yourself, like you say something and then you realize what you're saying is some bullshit, and you like just having that dialogue internally, because normally during chess you don't think like, oh, now I'm going to make this move with the idea that if he does this and I do that. You kind of just like chaotically go through variations, right?
Yep.
So maybe the more structured approach isn't so bad. I don't know.
That could be the case. Hey champ, can you please say hi to my daughters, Paloma and Soliana? Hello, Paloma.
Paloma and Soliana. Those sound like Spanish. Paloma sounds very, very Spanish, no?
I would assume so, yes.
Have some Spanish fans in the chat.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, Fabi, it seems like Firouzja lost against Gawain.
Well, that can happen.
Yes. So Firouzja lost against Gawain, and we still have some games being played right now.
Isn't there a break after round 4?
I think so. Let's see. There is a planned 6-minute break after round 4 and round 8. Yes. Games will resume automatically. Please remain in live chess. So right now we basically have plenty of time to chat about
Okay, so let's have a
whatever.
look at these Fisher random games. So Abdul Sattarov
Wait,
did
I think
beat.
you turned off your camera. I'm not 100% sure what happened.
Oh, is it possible? Yeah, it is. Let me plug this in. I think I read a bad.
That's okay. That's okay. We lost Fabi for a second. We're going to get him back. We are going to get him back in just a second, guys. All right, so who's on 4 out of 4 right now? 4 out of 4, some international master from, I'm not 100% sure where. Who else do we have on 4 out of 4? Mishanik, that's Grandmaster Caruana. Player 2006 from Uzbekistan. Also, I'm not 100% sure who that guy is. Jospem, he's also around. By the way, thank you very much to Eric Guzman for the 19 bucks. 19.99. Thank you. Appreciate that. Getting some super chats in the chat during this break. Calling out some super chats. Somebody get Fabiano some Ethiopian coffee. That's an interesting idea. In fact, speaking of coffee, let me see if I can get some more coffee for myself. Gawain beat Firouzja with the perk. I thought it's always perts. I always called it perts, but especially in the US, a lot of people call it perk. Santo Blue, that's a grandmaster from Spain. Never mind. That's an Al-Wahab from Turkey.
Oh, wait, there is no break. I'm playing. Am I back on camera too?
Yes, you are.
Okay, the game started. What is this 6-minute break thing?
Are you kidding me? Okay, good
Yeah,
luck.
they started my game. Can you believe this shit? Okay, I'm down like 30 seconds against Kovalev. Let's see.
This is actually kind of ridiculous.
See what happens.
All right, I muted myself.
Probably nothing good.
No, but this is ridiculous. All right, they need to do something about this. They've done this mistake last year as well. No, sorry, not last year. Last time we played, they said there's going to be a break, and then there was no break. Okay, let's kill this eval and whatnot. So Fabi just lost 30 seconds. I wasn't watching. No, but this is kind of ridiculous. There you go. We have Fabi Cam back on. Leaning a little bit too much, so his face is a little bit cropped. But we're back, boys and girls. Don't get flagged for fair play. I mean, there's no way he can get flagged for fair play. Because there's it's not like anything has happened. Flip the board. All right. Yes, you're right. Let's stay with Fabi POV. So Fabi's launching a vicious attack on the queen side, the typical French attack. He's going to try to open things up. The problem is whenever he opens things up on the queen side, he's always potentially going to be met with a counter opening on the queen side. So for example, whenever you go b4, I take, and then I go b3 as white. And then I take advantage of the fact that your king is on the queen side, castled on the queen side. So that might be dangerous. Playing b4 might be dangerous. So that's why Fabi goes for a4. So he closes things up on this side, which basically cancels any sort of an attack that he could potentially launch in the endgame. And now he's going to get focused on the king side. He's going to try to open things up on the king side. g5 is not possible because you take, and then the e6 pawn is hanging. So first what you have to do is defend the e6 pawn. That's why he goes knight f8. Now knight takes e6. Knight is going to be met by knight takes e6. So you cannot do that. Queen g4, reinforcing the threat on e6. So you see, you have this dance between Fabi trying to defend e6 to prepare the move g5, and Kovalev attacking, reinforcing his pressure on e6 to try to meet g5 with take, and then knight takes e6. And that's why Fabi played bishop c8. Now he's ready to go g5. And probably he's thinking about playing g5 right now. The question is, can you actually do it without losing a pawn? Because g5, you take, you go h5, but then I go queen g3. So he decides on a completely different approach, f5. And I would assume now he's going to go g5. We have some more super chats. Thank you very much, Richard. And thank you very much, Eric Guzman. Once again, I think we got 2 from Eric Guzman. Hello, Christian. Your microphone is a tad quiet. All right. All right. Let me pump up the volume on that. Let me pump up the volume on the mic. See if I can do that. Hopefully now is going to be better. Hopefully now is going to be better. Okay, so Fabi seems to have gotten a pretty decent position. He only has one problem in it, and that is the light square bishop, which is kind of locked up. At the same time, this bishop is not doing much either. So, and Fabi, to be honest, has space advantage on both sides. It feels like it, at least. Even though in the center, obviously, is white, who has a little bit of space advantage. Nevertheless, there is some space given by this pawn on f5. And you can play behind it with black pieces. So you can go knight g6, things of this nature. Rook to f8, try to kick the queen away. The queen is kind of annoying on f6, the truth is. And now after g3, I also have ideas of f4 and h5, h4 later on in the future. That's why he goes knight g6. Aha, knight h4. He's trying to match. By the way, now h5, rook g8, rook g4 was an idea. He decides against it. Queen g6, queen g5, I would assume, is Fabiano's idea. So the way I look at the position right now is very close to equality. Nevertheless, I feel like only black has a way to play for an advantage. Very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. I wonder if Fabi feels he'd do well in St. Louis, considering how he did in the Chess 960, considering how he did in St. Louis. Yeah, sure, but it's a qualifying event, so you have to qualify first, and Fabi did not qualify in the Chess 960. It was pretty difficult to qualify for that. It feels like this one is going to be a draw. I don't see how any of the sides can make any progress. Like take, g4 is an option. I don't think you want to play g4 just because you don't want to change the character of the position as white. I think you just want to wait. And right now, I mean, there's no way anybody can make any progress, right? At least I don't see it. Even though Fabi Fabi's playing against 6 seconds. So at least he's going to try to do something based on that. Kovalev offered a draw. Fabi said no, probably. And I would assume he's thinking of ideas of going b4. That's the only idea in the position. The question is, how do you do it? You have to put the rook either on c8 or a8. So if I put it... Whoa! He goes b4 first. Try to take advantage. So he goes all in at this point. a3, take, but now rook c1. So now he... Aha. What is he doing? What is he doing? Get the rook to... But now bishop b5, yes. Okay. All right, rook g2 now. Yes. Okay, pick up a pawn. And now he's trying... Kovalev is defending really well. Kovalev is really defending well this one. That's a good move by Fabi. Almost forces... Really, Kovalev is trying for a win. Bishop f7. That was a bit strange. Okay, rook c1. No, but this is not looking good. Rook c1 and c3. No. Why didn't he go rook c1, c3? Okay, h3. He's gonna try h3, h2, and checkmate there. Come on. Bishop f3. I like this move. h3. h2 is coming, guys. h2 is coming. I don't think there's a way out. That's not going to help you. h2 is still... Oh, that was a nice win. Nice win. All right, let me just ban this guy.
Well,
that was a nice win.
Wait, but I couldn't resist. I was like, okay, I should take a draw here. But I couldn't resist playing b4.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure is just like dead loss for black after, but I thought, okay, he has 3 seconds and I have 20, and maybe it'll work out.
That was super risky, but it paid off. That was nice.
Yeah.
That was very nice.
Okay.
But what is this? They messed it up the second week, yeah? With this break after round 4.
I don't understand. I mean, it's the second time that I think that the game will have a break, and then I see that my time is,
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go get some coffee. I'll be right back. So you
I'll
answer some questions in the chat.
All right, let's see the chat. Yeah, I guess the next round will be... Oh, it already is starting soon. All right, so I'll just talk through it a bit. Who am I playing? Roberto JBM. Roberto Molina. Okay, c4. He wants to play the Slav. I'm not sure if this game is showing on Christian's screen, but hopefully he'll come back soon to talk through it. Okay, I gave up a pawn, probably for no good reason.
All right, it seems like the games have started. So I muted myself. And Fabi is playing. Who is he playing? Wait, who is he playing? Roberto JBM. All right. I don't know who Roberto JBM is, but he's probably a pretty decent guy. Yeah, Fabi's already playing. Oh, he's repeating what he did against...
Who's leading?
Okay.
Parham, Miguel Santos, Jose Martinez.
So is Fabi
the usual names? Oh, Shankland is on 5 out of 5.
Is Fabi just reading the standings while playing this game?
Sam with a perfect score.
Fabi, you have a game to play. He doesn't hear us, but he does have a game to play. Am I a GM? He's very confident, yes. Roberto Molina, yes, international master from Brazil. H4. Is he going to sacrifice? No, he's not going to sacrifice. He's actually going for c5. He's going for the bishop on b4 and the square c5. On knight d3 makes a lot of sense. Bishop e7. That's why he played queen f8. That was a nice prophylactic move by Roberto. But now knight c5 is coming. And then once you take, I'm going to take back with the pawn. And then I'm going to invade on d6. Yes. Then I'm going to put a knight on d6. That knight is going to destroy your position. You can even take. Oof. This knight is looking juicy right now.
Oh, my position is beautiful. Still down material, but This is, I don't even want to change a position. It's just so nice. It's like a painting.
He likes the knight on d6. Fabi likes the knight on d6. I like it too. I mean, that's a beautiful knight. That is a beautiful knight. Bishop b1, he was trying to get the queen to h7. The thing is, you already have the h pawn ready to break with h5. So he likes it. The problem is, once you take on d6, and at some point you will have to do it because I'm going to go rook f3 and attack on f7. Once you take on d6 and this bishop opens up, then it's gone. GG at that point. GG at that point. So at some point, wait. Okay, how do you break? Now, there's ideas of rook takes d5. Black will take with the c pawn, so you cannot do that. Look, what black is doing right now is pretty decent. He's trying to create some counter chances. For example, right now, he's almost threatening to take on d6, and you cannot take back with the e pawn because the bishop on b2 is hanging. So Roberto is trying to find something. Now, Fabi is a minute up, and a very nice position, very beautiful position. But the question is, how do you break through? Black has a nice knight on d5 as well. It's not doing much. It doesn't have any attacking jobs in the position, the black knight on d5. But it's a good defensive piece. Covers up the d file nicely and a lot of important squares. Queen to e2. Okay, what is this idea? What's the idea of queen e2?
I'm mishandling this.
Fabi thinks he's mishandling it. Okay, all right. Ooh, wait. What was that move? He's looking at it.
That feels wrong.
Yes, I agree. That feels
very wrong.
Yes. Rook a3 is also an idea. So rook takes a7, f7. He wants to take on g3. He's going to take on g3. But the problem is, this only helps white because it opens up the f file. Yes, and Fabi immediately takes advantage of it.
Now we should be good.
Queen g4, maybe. Try to take on e6. Yes. Now this one is looking really juicy. Bishop d7 to try to defend allows rook
this
f7.
should be a win somehow. Just have to make sure I don't do what I normally do. Ruin it.
What's that? h5.
Okay.
Is that a move?
Mate is
f7.
coming.
Oh,
Queen
never mind.
f6.
Queen f6. Yeah. There is
Is
mate.
mate coming? I
Boom,
think
boom.
So. Queen g7.
Oh,
Sure,
bishop
don't
f6 is a
blunder.
mate. Bishop f6 is a mate.
Mate.
Yeah, that's a mate. That's a nice
And that's
mate.
mate on the board.
That's a nice mate. Okay, that was nice.
Ah, welcome back.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I got back very soon after we
Okay.
started the game.
Yeah, I think it was, I mean, rook g4 was a big mistake, right? I wasn't sure.
Yes, it felt very weird. I think the
Yeah,
people
I mean-
were enjoying your ASMR commentary.
Oh, could you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
you didn't mute yourself.
Ah.
So people like that.
Oh, wow, it's me and Sam at the top. We're good buds, you know.
Sam Shankland.
Yeah.
But now it's Billy Kimba. Who is Billy Kimba?
Isn't that
Let's see.
wait, what's his name? Matlikov, right?
Is it? Oh yeah, it is Maxim Madlikov.
Yeah. He used to have the Scottish flag. Now he just has the blank flag because he's a Russian player.
Yes. So
But I remember back in the day, he was always using the Scottish flag, which I thought was kind of funny because I don't know if he's ever lived in Scotland or has any connection to Scotland.
was it a secret account previously, or was it?
I don't think
always-
so. I think everyone knew
No.
who he was.
Ah, Billy Kimba. Yeah. So he's a character from Peaky Blinders.
Oh,
Have you
okay.
Have you seen Peaky Blinders?
I mean, I picked up the show back when it first came out. I watched a season and then I dropped it and forgot about it. Um, but yeah, I haven't seen it in a very long time.
People are saying we should fix your camera. Let's see how. Now I can see you quite well. It's fine. You're fine. It's nice to see your forehead during the games.
Uh, I can sit back a bit.
No, it's okay.
Oh, wait, what's the situation now? It's three guys on perfect score,
Yes.
three guys currently on 5.5.
Yep. You,
Huge
Gre-
group 5 out of 6.
Greg, and Sonal. Thank you,
Oh,
Eric, for
oh, Santo Blue is Sanal.
Sanal
For some reason,
Bahal.
I thought that was Miguel
That's
Santos.
what I thought also. That's what I actually thought also.
That's my bad. I thought, yeah. I mean, now I see a Turkish flag, but
Yeah, yeah.
I just kind of put Santo and Santos together.
No, but I was sure that he's Santos also.
No, but I played Santos, but he has a different name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is this? Nemag.
I would assume this guy is Pultinevicius. Yes.
Did he play the
Paulius
Olympiad for
Pultinevicius.
Lithuania?
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, I might have seen him there.
He's very young. He's very young and very talented. I tried to
Okay.
get him at Mizzou, but unfortunately, I don't think he wants to come. I don't think he's trying to pursue chess. He's like 25, 50, 19 or 20 years of age. He's pretty decent. Decent guy.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Decent guy.
Sam is still on perfect.
Perfect
This
score.
is,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's unstoppable.
For the moment.
So what's for the moment? Yeah. Oh, I'm playing Matlikov. Okay.
Good luck. All right. Mute Fabi. Well, mute myself to Fabi. And I don't know if he muted himself as well. I guess we'll find out soon. We'll find out soon enough. All right. So he's playing Billy Kimba, Maxim Matlkov, who actually he played in the Rapid Chess Championship as well. I think it was the Rapid Chess Championship, either that or the qualifier for the Global Chess Championship. But I think it was the Rapid Chess Championship. Don't mute Fabi. I'm not muting him. So he usually mutes himself. But if he wants to provide color commentary, we're all up for it. All right. So a completely symmetrical position. Never. I was going to say a very symmetrical position, but it's actually a completely symmetrical position. Finally, white breaks out of it with a move d4. Obviously, black cannot continue with d5. I think you just lose some pawns after that. So bishop c4 is pretty much forced. Is Dak playing this title Tuesday? He is playing this title Tuesday, yes. I saw him at some point. By the way, let's flip the board. Fabi is with the black pieces. He's trying to invade via d3. Makes a lot of sense. And to be honest, the more I look at the position, the more it feels like Fabi has control of more squares.
Oh, wow. It's heating up.
Heating up, okay.
What is going on?
Wait a minute. What is going on? Did he miss knight c6 or he just did not care about knight c6? There's some e5 ideas happening as well. Queen c7 is a move.
I don't know what's happening.
Queen e8, I guess it's a move as well. Take, I guess he wants to take on e1.
Take and take.
Take and take.
I think I equalized.
Fabi thinks he equalized. Maybe even better right now. I mean, it feels like he's better. This bishop on c4 is such a nice piece. Queen d2 tried to shy away from any sort of knight takes c4. Looks like Alireza is not playing. No, Alireza lost the game against Gawain Jones. I don't think he withdrew from the tournament, so I'm pretty sure we're going to see him back at the top, but he is playing. He was playing. Let me see. Is he still playing? I don't see his name around. But again, he lost the game, so that can throw you pretty far down the road. Yes, you can see him here. Firouzja is still playing. He's still in the tournament. He might try to stage a comeback. Okay, d5. So things are heating up. e5. 94, giving up a pawn, but actually you cannot take it very well, because if you take, you drop the pawn on h3. And if you take with a rook, I have a feeling this rook is just going to be very badly placed on e4. So I'm starting to like black's position. Also, I have ideas of targeting this pawn on b4. So rook d8, put pressure on d file, follow it by queen to d5, bishop f8 is an idea. This is looking pretty decent for black. White is going to try to spend a lot of resources to actually capture this pawn on e4.
This can't be correct. I don't understand what I'm doing after rook e4. Oh, he doesn't want to take it. Okay. I'm kind of relieved, actually. I wasn't sure what I would do there.
So he actually thought that taking on
but again,
e4
I don't
was...
know what I do here. Maybe I need to get my rook in, but then queen d6. Maybe I need to do this. What? He's giving me h3? Okay.
That's a juicy pawn. I think he missed that. Did he just forget about that? I mean, once this happens, rook a8, rook a1,
better.
You're not exchanging the queens right now. You go queen g4, you...
Maybe even more than a little bit.
He might actually just be completely winning.
Maybe not.
You cannot go rook a8.
Go for h5.
That's a problem. Okay, so he goes for h5,
Break
h4.
it up. h4.
Jobava is playing as well, yes.
Can't be a bad move, right? Queen h3, queen f2, queen g2. Maybe queen e1. Let's go queen e1. I want to keep queens on since his king is...
There's some ideas of rook takes e5 at some point.
Is there maybe some ideas someday of rook takes e5? Maybe.
So he's seeing similar things.
g5. What does he want? Let's do it. I don't care what he wants.
g5 is a good move.
He moves his rook, rook e4, queen h4, king g2. I mean, I'm never worse. I can just take on f4, win e5. Definitely better.
Fabi speaks for himself. I think so.
Maybe rook e4, queen d2.
Yeah.
Should be a draw.
Should be a draw. No. Definitely better for Fabi.
Queen h4, king g2, rook d2.
Limited material, so it's not easy.
Vaguely interesting.
Vaguely interesting.
Queen d2, queen g2. I feel like he's going to make a draw there, no problems. Ah, but wait, queen h4, he just has queen h3. Take. Okay. Okay, let's see what he does. He has to decide.
Queen
king
h3
g2, I'll try rook d8.
Okay, we're expecting rook d8 based on what Fabi's...
Because the point is, if g5, rook d2, bishop f2, I could take, win a piece. Fg5, rook d2, king f1.
Queen takes e4. E6.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Didn't expect that. Wait, what is this? Fe6? What does he want?
I'm not sure.
Rook e6? No, I don't think rook e6 makes sense.
Rook e6 maybe g4. I think rook e6, g4 might be just GG. Rook d2 is
really? Wait, rook d2, bishop f2, rook takes f2, wins a piece, rook d2, king f1. Fuck. g4, he wants to play queen h3. Okay, I think I should go for that.
No, he wants to play queen
b3. Okay.
Oh, shoot.
Now it's time for king h8, I think.
Yeah, you have to go king h8. But now he covers.
What am I doing here? I want to play queen h5.
This might have been a mess up, a slight mess up.
King g1. King g1, g3. Okay.
It's a very tense
Take
position.
queen e2, queen h4.
Very
queen
tense.
e3. What's going on?
g3 is a move also in this position. Bishop f6 is also
Let's play bishop f6. I don't know why. Let's just do it.
Oh, he's trying
rook e1. Okay, queen d5, we have check.
That's a check.
Is he going to go for the win? King g3, okay, king g7, bishop e7. Bishop e7, very annoying. I have to take king g8. He's better. Wait, rook h8, what's he doing?
Ooh.
What was king g4?
Whoa. He
Crazy.
really went for it.
Rook h4.
Where's the mate, though?
What's going on?
Where's the
Queen
mate?
f5, king f2, king h7. Who's mating who?
2 seconds. Rook takes f4 is
Rook
coming.
g2. Okay, rook
Ooh.
h3.
Oh,
Wait, what?
that's a queen.
He thought I played
That's
rook
a queen.
h2. Oh my god. What a lucky break. I think he had queen e4. Okay, let's not blunder this one. Yeah, bishop e5,
Okay,
win the
this
rook.
is over. This is over.
Oh my god. How lucky was that?
Yeah, that was a tense game. That was definitely a tense game.
I don't know what I was doing. But king g4. King g4 was crazy. Bishop e7 looked really unpleasant.
Wait, king g4. Let's see. Yeah.
I'm,
King g4 was completely insane.
I mean, maybe I was winning after that, but then for sure I wasn't. And then he thought I played rook h2 check, but I played rook h3.
Yes.
Which was probably a stupid move because rook h3, queen e4, he trades queens and I think I make a draw, but that's it. It's a bit stressful.
Steve, another 20 for the win. You should watch other streams where they use super chat. They interact with the audience. They also read super chats. That's key. Interaction with audience. Cheers. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks for the ideas, and thank you for the super chat. We appreciate that. We try to interact with the chat as well, as much as possible. But yes, cheers, man. Who's mating who? That was a roller coaster. That is true. That felt like a roller coaster. That's good.
That was messy. I didn't play it well. I mean, after I took on h3, I'm safely better, but then just turned into a mess trying to win.
Yeah.
So I think I'll play Shanky.
So Shankland is a 7 out of 7.
Shankland is perfect.
Wow.
Or I'll play
Dubov.
Those are the two options, I think.
Dubov 6.5. Shanky perfect. How many games still remaining? Okay, Parham.
We played 7, so there's 4 left.
There's only one game in progress right now, so the next one should start very soon. Is there going to be a break after 8?
I'm going to assume that we never get a break. I mean, I'm afraid to get up at this point.
Oh no, but I think they're just messing with the players. Like Greg from chess.com, whoever the guy that's sending out these notifications, Greg J Chess in the chat. I think he's just messing with the players. He's like, okay, let's see how many of them forfeit their games if we tell them that there's going to be a break after round 4.
I don't know. They might get another lawsuit.
Okay.
All right, my game started.
Good luck.
I'm playing Shanky.
Good luck.
Wow.
Big one. All right, let's mute. And let's find the Shanky game. Big game. Fabi with the black pieces. He's doubling black. That could be good for the later rounds. Means he's most likely going to double white in the next few rounds. Can Christian and Fabi discuss moves? No, not during the games. During the games, I mute myself. Fabi doesn't. Fabi occasionally gives us some color commentary and expresses his thoughts, but no, he cannot hear me. He cannot. Also, there's like a slight delay. So even if he could hear me, probably it wouldn't help too much. Also, we're not, I mean, I turned off the eval and lines, so basically he would get the help of a 2500 rated player, which is probably not very helpful. If that would be the case, but obviously that's not the case. But no, in chess in general, you cannot discuss moves with anybody during the games unless you're playing some sort of hand and brain, but those are generally not official tournaments and not official games, and that's a completely different thing. Can he see you raising your eyebrows? He cannot see anything. Actually, he cannot see me at all. Who is the strongest chess player in the Balkan countries right now? That is a good question. I guess I will go with actually my countryman, Bogdan Deak. He's 2700, 27 plus. He's very young. He's only 21 years of age, I think. So he's extremely, extremely young still. Definitely one of the top players that we have in the Balkans. With eval, Fabi level chess decreases. Probably. Dlugi got help from mere children. Okay, so pawn down for Fabi, but plenty of compensation on dark squares. I'm starting to like this position for Fabi, despite the fact that he's a pawn down. Basically, the plan is simple. Double up on the e-file, and then take advantage of the fact that this bishop on e2 is completely useless. I like it. Ivan Saric used to be the strongest player, but I think right now he's dropped down to like 2670, something along those lines. And he's definitely not Bogdan Deak's level. Also, he's getting a bit older. I think he's my age, 30 plus. So I think his peak is already behind him. I cannot say the same about Bogdan Deak. Bogdan Deak's peak, I think, is still ahead. Christian, what percentage or chance do you think Fabi will have a shot again in the World Chess Championship? I mean, that's the plan, you know. That's what he works for every single day. That's pretty much every top player's dream is to play more and more World Championships. Have that, by the way, that might have been missed by Fabi, this move bishop to g4, which forces the queen trade. So you take, and then rook takes e8 has to be played, take, and rook takes d2. The question is, do you start with f5 or h5, or do you just go for it directly with rook to e1? Rook to e1 is going to be met by rook to d1. I like rook e1, rook d1, and then rook e4. Target the pawn on c4. Maybe he's going to go for it. No. Rook e3. So he's playing against the bishop. Right now he's threatening to go f5, and the bishop doesn't have anywhere to go on this diagonal. So he will have to go on h3. All right, so Fabi can basically repeat the moves with rook to e1 if he wants. But my guess is that he does not want to do that. Bishop to d1. He's still fighting for an advantage, despite the fact that he's a pawn down. The plan is simple. You want to go king f7, king f6, h6, g5. Put pressure on the pawn on f4. Despite the fact that he's a pawn down, your majority on the queen side, as white, cannot be pushed around. So you cannot make any progress. You also don't have a lot of entry squares on this file, because the knight is nicely protecting. Oh, this is actually a very good position. The more I look at it, the more I really like black's position. g5 is coming. Rook to f1. Bishop g2, rook e1. Rook e1 right now. Seems like a good move. Yeah. And then g5. You can start with king f6. The thing that he's worried about is rook e2 and then rook e8. But rook e2 is going to be met by rook h1. So you cannot really do much with this entry square on e8. You still have to worry about the h2 pawn. In the meantime, I'm going to go g5. What I have to be worried about after g5 is take, take, and then rook f2, put pressure on f5. I do not want to allow you to do that. So I will have to find a configuration in which I can do that, but in a good version. Oh, Alejandro is in the chat. What's up, Alejandro? How's it going? Welcome to the chat, my friend. Guys, can we break 1K viewers today? Can we break, by the way, wait, how did that pawn disappear? How did that pawn, I didn't look for a second, and that pawn disappeared. So he's going for the b6 pawn. f3, okay. King f7, right? Oh, nice move, knight d7. Wait, was that a nice move? So he's going to take, and then he's going to try to cover f1 with his bishop. But I don't think that's going to be enough. Wait, but if you take, I take. Wait, is this that easy anymore? This is not easy at all. So d6, d7. No, d7 I can take. Oh, that's a good move. That's a good defensive move. Rook to f6 now. You have to play rook f6. Then king g3. Try to push. This knight on e5 is like a tarantula in black's position. This is nice. I think this is winning. The bishop cannot defend f1. That's a big win if he manages to take down the leader like that. This, ooh, but then take. I can go f1. Or I can go knight f3. Wait, knight f3, bishop d3. That's not good. So don't do that. Okay, 20 seconds. Shanky's fighting. Shanky is really fighting in this one. Rook c4. That's a move I did not anticipate. I have no idea what. Rook c4. He's trying to go to f4. Oh, this is some. Is this good calculation by Fabi, or did he just mess it up? I think he has to take on f2. Then you take on e4. I have no idea what's happening. Yeah, take on e4. c6, rook e5. Check. Check first. Knight e5. These guys can calculate pretty well, it seems like. h5. h5? What the heck did he do? What's happening here, guys? Oh my goodness, what just happened? Oh, this is not good. This is not good. Knight g5, you have to... Oh man, this is not looking good, guys. He messed it up. In the nick of time. That was an unfortunate series of events. I have no idea what just happened there. But Shankland probably takes this one. Oh, what just happened there?
I don't know. It was a mess.
Complete mess. I thought you were going to go knight d6 and try to put the knight on c8.
Yeah, I mean, I could have. I just thought I'd trick him in time trouble, and I ended up tricking myself.
Yeah. Maybe
I mean, it's just a draw. I didn't want to draw for some reason.
Okay, let's see. Eval says, yeah, it's actually not that easy. Yeah, rook e5 at move 63 instead of knight. I think you played knight e5. Yeah, you played knight e5. That allowed him to equalize pretty much. Yeah,
I don't know. It was a mess.
Complete mess. Man, what a game! What a game. Let's see. Is there going to be a break?
I don't know why I didn't just play I mean, I don't know why I played rook c1. I could have just promoted. I was worried his pawns would be strong, but I assumed they were just not. I don't know what I was thinking.
Where was that?
I mean, after c5 take rook c1 is just a crazy move. I could have just promoted. Take c6. I got kind of scared here, but after c6, knight takes c6, I didn't realize.
And you go rook c1, yeah?
C1.
Yeah, this is winning. Okay.
Rook c1.
Some sort of a race, but it seems like you're actually first.
I had rook takes c5 as well. Rook c5 is very easy.
At what point?
After d7, rook takes c5 wins.
Yeah, rook takes
Then
c5.
he gave up a piece, was a strange decision. Rook e5. Then knight e5, rook c2. Of course, I can make a draw here however I want, but okay.
Knight takes c6.
Terrible game. Well, knight c6, yeah, anything.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was a tough game. Very, very tough game. Very, very tough game. Can we hear about the US champs after party now? Was there a big after party? I mean,
not a big one.
I actually went to sleep pretty early that night. I think I went to sleep at like 11. So for me, it wasn't too much of an after party. I think we had some some good dancing session after the closing. Then we did some arm wrestling. Did you do any arm wrestling?
Yeah. A little bit. I mean, drunken arm wrestling without any kind of equipment, probably a bad idea.
I actually think I kind of messed up my
I
my
mean,
tendons.
if you're arm wrestling, you should be using a pad. Just arm wrestling on a table is very bad for your elbow.
That is true. That is true. But luckily, nobody actually got badly injured, which is good.
Yeah, nobody was very strong, which is good.
But Maurice was really good. So Maurice was
Yeah,
kicking our
this is not a
asses.
surprise. That Maurice is among the stronger arms in the chess world. Is not a huge surprise.
Really?
Well, the guy has been working out for decades, and he's generally quite a big guy. I mean, and I don't think anyone has trained for arm wrestling from the players who were there.
No, no, no. Actually, I think Nicolas Theodore does arm
You,
wrestling quite a lot.
maybe he's trained a bit.
I don't know if he trains for it, but I know he does it frequently. Um, Maurice is jacked. Yes, yes. He works out a lot. I've seen Maurice in the gym. He usually does arms. he's, he's always pumping the biceps.
Yeah,
Um,
his upper body is uh pretty. You can tell he
yeah,
works
yeah,
out a lot of upper body.
yeah, yeah. But then again, I mean, Maurice is, what's his age? I think he's like 56. So
I
it's
think
really,
around that, yeah.
really impressive. I think very, very impressive how strong he still is.
But you don't lose your strength. I mean, maybe endurance, but strength you don't really lose as you age if you continue working out.
Really? I thought you definitely lose
I mean,
part
not
of
at
your
the age of
strength.
56. If you're working out, I don't think so.
Hmm.
Like I would expect a mid 50s guy who's been working out consistently for decades to outperform you know, early 20s guy who's been working out for a few years in terms of strength training. If it's like cardio, endurance, then it's another story. But
Athleticism. Yeah. I mean, athleticism should be definitely the 20-year-old plus.
yeah, for
I mean,
everything else, I mean, for cardio and endurance, yeah, definitely you take a 20-year-old, but for just like pure strength, not at all surprising.
I think it depends on what you do in anticipation of that. Like if you take something, if you take like supplements and things of that nature, because I think and somebody is making a good point. It depends on testosterone levels. And I think at some point you will have to do like testosterone boosters and things of that nature to actually maintain strength.
Does that
Otherwise, there's
decline a
no
lot
way.
at the
Oh
age of
yeah,
50? Because 50 is not that old. I mean,
it starts declining at age 30.
okay.
Every single year after age 30, your testosterone levels drop significantly. By the time you're
Hmm.
56, I think you have to do some replacement uh, therapy, things of that nature. Fabi did
Maybe.
kung fu.
What?
Are you doing kung fu, Fabi?
No, I'm not doing any kung fu. Afraid not. No kung fu.
Wait, lean back a little bit. Now we only see your beautiful ear, beautiful left ear.
Well, thank you. It's
Uh,
my good ear.
oh. All right. So who do we want to get on the podcast in the future? Like, who are some of our biggest names that we would like to get?
Um, well, there's a lot of guys outside the chess world that would be cool to get. I think from like relatively inside chess world, I think we should get John Urschel on. The
John
guy is
Urschel.
a
Okay.
professor of mathematics. He played in the NFL for years, retired now. He's I'd say around 2000, 1900, 2000 level chess player, chess enthusiast, very interesting guy. Loves chess a lot. Of course, it's not his at all his main thing. It's just a hobby, but still, he would be a good guy to get on. Mm. Chess is more in the mainstream now, so maybe some mainstream guys who enjoy chess, or some celebs who enjoy chess, because a lot of celebs play
That's true.
very casually. David Blaine, he likes chess a lot. I know that.
David Blaine. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. Yeah, I used to be a
Yeah,
fan of David Blaine.
he's a great magician. I think he's still performing actively, but he likes chess. He was at some point playing quite actively in the New York chess scene.
Do you know him?
I met him on 2 occasions.
Did you get to spend some time with him?
Not a whole
Exchange some
lot.
words, or
Not a huge amount. He did some magic at a gala in 20, I'm gonna say 2016. Maybe no, 2015 actually. Did some magic. I did some chess. It was sort of a I did a simul. Oh, the game just started. I'm playing
oh,
Santo Blue.
okay. Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, Santo Blue. That's Sanalva Hop. Let's take a look at what's happening around here. Not this one. Boom, 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 boom. Where is Fabi? There we go. Fabi and Santo Blue. All right, let's kill the eval and lines. All right, Fabi's white. Santo Blue is starting with the Philidor defense. Quite an aggressive, not necessarily an aggressive. How do you call it? Cannot find the word right now. Provocative. It's a provocative approach. Yes, it's a provocative approach by Santo Blue. By the way, where do we stand in terms of standings? So, anybody on 8 out of 8? Yes. Shankland is the only guy on 8 out of 8, and actually only a few players on 7 out of 8. So this is still winnable. There's still 4 games. If he scores 4 out of 4, I think he might have a chance to at least tie for first. So, but Shankland needs to misstep at some point. Oh, change the scene. There we go. Sorry. Sorry about that. There we go. We're back. That was my bad, my mistake. I apologize. There we go. Maybe Chris a bit tired. No. I'm not tired. I just woke up. Slept like a baby last night. Ooh, okay, 92. You gotta defend this guy on f4. And now there's some ideas of knight takes h6 at some point. e5 makes a lot of sense. Get the knight back, go f5 after. f5, f6. Open things up. Knight e4. Cover up this diagonal. Also threaten ideas of f5. Yep. Fabi Yurka. I would say this does look like a Philidor. Yes, it was a Philidor. I did not lie to you guys. Official petition to get Agamador on the podcast. I mean, he would be a great guest. Yeah, he would definitely be a great guest. I'm a big fan of Agamador. I think he carved the path for himself in the chess world, which not a lot of people of his rating have managed to do. And he was kind of a trailblazer in that regard. People didn't think that could be done. And he did it, and he did it very well. Am I not allowed to show eval bar? I don't think there's, I mean, we can show eval bar, but there's, I don't want to raise any questions, and I don't want to give anybody the chance to complain, say that maybe Fabi's watching the stream or things of that nature. Lex Friedman, that would be a great guest. Yes, I don't think he goes on a lot of podcasts. I don't think he goes on a lot of podcasts. I did watch the Kanye West podcast last night, which was kind of ridiculous. Very difficult to follow. Mr. Kanya. Eric Hansen 2 one day. Chess bras are definitely on. Yeah, we would like to have some of them. Thank you for the super chats. Daniel, is Hans the Joker to Levy's Gotham? I don't know. By the way, Queen takes d4 was going to be met by Rook to e1. So how do we assess this position? This seems extremely equal. Queen to e1 is coming. He's going to try to exchange the queens and then say that you're not having a lot as white in the position. So the only way to try to avoid that would be with queen, rook to d1, but then queen to e2 will come. So rook to d2, queen to e1, still an option in the position. He decides against it. Joe Rogan, yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Queen to f4, rook to d1 is going to be met by queen to g3, I would assume. Ideas of rook to f2, so you have to be... In fact, who is better in the position? Is Fabi still better? Well, he's definitely trying to prove that he might still be better with this last move, c4. Try to open things up, try to open an avenue for his rook. Makes a lot of sense. I like this move. Whoa. Wait, what? What is this? Bishop d7. What the heck was that? That's a free pawn. This is a very strange move, I have to say. Okay, take. I can take with the bishop. I can go back after that. I would assume he wants to go bishop c6, but ooh, sure, why not? Give me another pawn. So with bishop d7, he gave up 2 pawns. What in the world is he doing? Can I take? Take, you take, I give you a check. You go here, I give you another check. You go here, give you another check. You have to go back. I think you could have taken. And then queen e7 at the end. Yeah, I think that was actually just winning. He's trying for a more technical approach, bishop d5. Okay, so if you take with the queen, rook to f1, that's a checkmate. If you take with the bishop, take. Yeah, you have to go back now. I don't know. I think he had better opportunities. Taking on e6 was a big one. You can give a check, and then you can take on e6, and then you can go bishop d5, and you can try to win that position. Okay, he's going for a completely different approach, keeping the queens on the board and trying to checkmate his opponent. Okay, but rook takes e6, that's a win. And bishop d5. That has to be a win. What? Did I miss something? No, but that was a win. Rook takes e6 and bishop d5 was a win. Where's the win? Queen g3, okay. Playing it safe. Rook takes e6 is a big threat right now. Rook takes e6. Transition, yes. Okay, he found it. He found it. That's a transition into a winning endgame. King f4. Take on e6. You go h4. You go h5. You can go g5. You can go king e4. This is just a win. Easy win. All right, back in it. Oh, by the way, Shankland is 9 out of 9.
Yeah, I said that he couldn't be stopped.
He's winning every single game. Quite impressive. I think you were the closest one to finish his streak.
All right, well, I'm still in a good position. I don't think I'm going to catch Shankland in 2 rounds, but
yeah, no. This is a very tight pack. 7.5. Only 2 players right now.
Basically, I need to win my last 2 games, or
yes,
at the very minimum get 1.5 out of 2.
2 out of 2 probably.
2 out of 2 probably to get. Maybe it'll only be enough for second. I mean, this is what I'm saying. Like you get 9.5 out of 11, and very often it's only enough for second, and it's kind of insane.
It is
because you play a bunch of very like 2,700 plus players much of the time.
Yeah.
So I mean, like we don't even see Firouzja anymore in this tournament.
That is actually, did he withdraw?
Maybe because there's no point playing if you've lost 2 games, you know.
He's still there. 6 out of 9. 6 out of 9. Okay, he's very far.
Yeah, it can happen. You just have two bad games, or honestly, you could also play a cheater. Very often happens.
Yeah.
Um, like in the early rounds, especially, you play a guy who you have some strong suspicions might not be entirely playing on their own. So these things happen in this tournament.
Next round starting soon, so I think all the games are done. You should be getting a game soon. Maybe Dubov this round.
Dubov makes a lot of sense, but there's 3 guys on 8 out of 9, so I could also play Jospim,
Just
Nemegejas.
2 of them, right? On 8 out of 9.
Well, there's 3. Oh, sorry, there's 2 on 8 on. Oh, yeah, but one of them has to play Sam, right?
I would assume so.
So one of them will drop down and probably play me.
Yes.
That's my guess, and I would guess that Dubov will play someone on 7 out of 9 because it's a bit of a. Or maybe Shankland will play 7.5, like he'll play Dubov also.
He did not play Dubov? I thought he played Dubov at some point.
I got not the best pairing. I play Badur.
Okay, good luck. Jobava, very nice. That's a nice pairing. I don't know why he doesn't like it. But I don't see the game yet. Oh, there it is. Excuse me. All right, Jobava can always be expected to do something crazy. So he starts off with b3, and then we get this crazy position pretty early on. If I remember correctly, this is not good for black, but I might be misremembering. Not 100% sure. Josh Waitskin. That's an interesting guest, yeah? Can you take on d5? And then take on g5? I would assume bishop c4. Take on d5, take on g5, bishop c4, and you have some problems on the light squares on this side. Yeah, that's very dangerous. Don't do that. I think you have to do something a bit more tame. The problem is that if you go knight f6, I think you can take, and queen h5. Queen h5, knight g6, and knight takes h7, and that actually just wins for white. So Fabi immediately targets the center with c6. I like this move. You want to establish some sort of a wall. So for example, if you take, and then follow it up with d5 and create that nice wall in the center with your pawns as black. Knight g6, targeting the knight on g5. You have to defend that probably with the move h4 unless you want to go backwards, which I don't think is generally how Jobava plays chess. He does not want to go backwards, so he's going to go forward. Makes a lot of sense. Look, sometimes you have to read the player, read the room, know that Jobava is never going to go back. Knight f6. Fabi needs to finish his development. The question is, where is he going to put his king? Is he going to castle on the king side, or is he going to try to go something along the lines of queen a5, bishop d7, and castle on queen side? Show Fabi POV. There we go. There's the Fabi POV. Yes, yes. Read chat more often, Christian. I'm reading it pretty often. But I also have to follow the game, and the game is going fast. And I also have to draw arrows. And my arrow game needs improvement. Let's just put it that way. My arrows are decent right now, but they're not top level. Is Fabi going to Norway next year? I am not 100% sure. I know Fabi's next tournament for next year is probably going to be, well, I'm not sure. Vaikanze maybe. Maybe Vaikanze. Please show the points too. You can make the cam screen smaller. That unfortunately right now is not possible. h6. Okay, now the knight has to go backwards. This is a very complicated position, by the way. So he decides to go short castle. Now, you definitely want to be careful about the potential attack on the long diagonal, because white does have a really powerful bishop on b2, especially now with this pawn structure. But the knight still can go to e5 and pretty much stop the bishop from any sort of malicious activity. Christian has some pretty good arrows. Thank you very much. All right, knight goes to e5. You force me to go to e5. I'll take it. If you want to go to g6, then I take, and then queen e8, queen takes g6. So I don't think you can do that. What I think Jobava is trying to do is play the move knight to e6, force the trade of the bishop for the knight, and then open up the d file. At the expense, most likely, of this pawn on e6, because I will follow that up with queen c8, queen e6 very, very quickly. At the same time, you will get some activity on the light squares. That's why I think Fabi goes rook f7, knight e6, and he just wants to sidestep that attack with the move queen to b6 or queen to a5. My guess is, even though queen a5, knight takes e4, that's a problem. You cannot do that. You cannot allow that. No. 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 I think knight takes e4 might be a problem. Knight takes e4, queen takes a2 is what he wants to do. King b1. Defending the pawn on a2. Now, knight takes e4 is a real threat. You have to defend against that. This looks like madness, yes. This looks like madness. And to be honest, this king to b1 is a good move by Jobava. Really good move. Because this is a big threat. And that's why he played b6 to defend the queen on a5. Knight takes e4 is no longer possible. Good move by Fabi. Very unpleasant move because you kind of you take away the return square for the return path for the queen on a5. So that might get problematic in the future. Nevertheless, he had to play this move b6. Will you commentate on Fisher Random after Title Tuesday? No, unfortunately, I cannot do that. You're enjoying streaming a lot. Thank you. We appreciate that. I used to stream on Twitch, but I don't do that. And unfortunately, we don't have time to do it every single day. That's why I think YouTube is just a better medium for us. Bishop b7. All right. Try to go for d5. b4 is an idea. At some point, yes. This was to be expected. Jobava is going to go for it. And to be honest, he has a good chance at getting a decent attack. Take, but now what? You have to sidestep, but queen g6 is coming. This is actually looking very painful. Fabi is trying to find his own counterplay, but f6 might be a problem. Knight f6. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was a good move by Jobava. Dude, this guy is good, man. The Jobava guy is pretty decent. Yeah, that was a nice one by Badur. But still, it's not over. Fabi is fighting. Knight f8 might be a problem. But you have your own attack as well. Knight f4. Okay, you have to go c3. Okay, so Fabi at least is not getting... Whoa! That's knight takes h5. Okay, he forgot about that. That was a good attack by Badur.
Yeah, I mean, the opening was just I mean, what was I doing? Yeah. It's like the most terrible opening.
Wait, let's see. 1 second. So what went wrong?
Okay, the opening was just losing. I mean, losing after 5 moves. I don't know how I managed that.
Ah, you think so, yeah?
Yeah, for sure. Then he messed it up. Then it was always bad, I'm sure, but...
Ah, yeah, this d4 is this knight f3, early knight f3 is kind of annoying. I think you have to start with e4. d6 might already be problematic. Yeah, d6, d...
I mean, after knight g5, I'm sure it's like, more or less, you can resign.
Really? It says plus 0.5. Okay, it's not that bad. But you have to go e3.
Okay, yeah, e3. I should have tried that. E3 is but f5, e3, I didn't even see a move. I mean, just terrible.
Yeah.
C6, yeah. No, but also after c6, like this engine.
But you came back, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Well, it was never a good position, I guess.
A6.
Problem is my position just kind of sucks. no matter what you do with it.
Yeah, and
I have no play on the king side. The queen side, I have nothing.
his moves are pretty easy, yeah?
I had b5.
Instead of rook f7?
I was worried about knight e6 and he takes, but then the computer says c4.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that this was...
c4 and knight d3, is that what he wants after knight d5? No, he just wants to take and
Yeah,
queen
I
c7.
kind of thought that if he gets knight d5, then he's much better, but apparently not.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a well played game by him. Knight e6, queen a5, king b1 was really nice. I thought knight takes e4 was better for him as well, but king b1 felt even stronger. And after that, he found a way.
Apparently, I had b4 at some moment. After rook g1, I have b4. It might still be bad, but better than what I did.
Yeah, after bishop b7, rook takes g4. This is just... he found this knight f6 move. Ridiculous move.
Well, not the only move for sure.
Queen g6 also winning. That's true.
I mean, I think that most moves win here.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a nice attack by him. The standings are looking 9.5 for Shankland right now. Jospem and Nemegas, Pultinevicius, I think, still playing. Oparin on 8 out of 10. Andreikin on 8 out of 10. By the way, is Andreikin making it to Toronto?
No, they're playing in Serbia.
So he's going to be playing from Serbia, huh?
Some players are playing from Serbia. Some players are playing from Toronto. Because it's not easy for everyone to get, like Russians, I don't know if they can make it to Canada. And even like Levon, I'm not sure he makes it to Canada. Actually, I think he might have to play from Serbia as well, from Belgrade.
Levon, really?
I think so.
Why is that?
Well, I don't think he'll be able to get a visa in time. It's that simple.
But he has a green card, right? An American green card, or he doesn't?
I think that he has an extraordinary ability visa.
But that's usually a green card. Maybe maybe they changed it. If he has a green card, then he can enter. If he has it already,
I'm not sure. I think that he needs. I mean, there was a chess.com report that said that he would be playing from Belgrade. I don't think that he gets a visa so easily. I'm not sure about the Canadian immigration laws, but yeah, I don't think that he's, he can't just travel into the country like Americans can.
Yeah. Hugo Skies saying that I'm always quite quiet. Do you mean my volume is quiet? Alejandro is in the chat. What's up? He's back in the chat. He was there, then he left. Now he's back. Alejandro, why don't you play the title Tuesday? We got to get our boy to play the title Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right. Last one.
No, I mean, it already started, but we can talk. I'm just playing. So this game is not for much at this point.
Oh, you just want to keep talking nonsense. All right.
Fuck it.
I'm going to watch
I am much worse, but whatever. Let's try to come back from this one.
Okay.
I mean, at least keep my rating a little bit. Hopefully.
All right. So you're playing white against Genghis Khan. All right.
Genghis K. We don't know what the K stands for. Could be anything.
That's true. All right. I'm going to read the chat. I'm not going to talk about the position at all.
Yeah, this game, let's not talk about it.
You can talk about the position.
I'll make a prediction that my pawn on a6 will eventually lead to checkmate. This is my prediction about the game.
It's a beautiful.
I actually think I might already be winning. I mean, Something happened. Something bad happened to his position.
This is my favorite title Tuesday to spectate. We appreciate that. Glad
Thank
you
you.
like it. We should have Christian play and Fabi commentate his game sometimes. Fabi, you want to provide some color commentary?
Oh, I won a rook. Okay, this game's over.
Nice win. Nice win.
Well, let's not. I mean, I'm capable of anything. He
No,
resigned, so
I think he's just going to resign.
he resigned, so I'm not capable of not winning this one. So wait, what's going on? Okay, I'm 8.5. Shankland wins. Let's look at Shankland's game.
All right, I'm going to mod Alejandro.
What? You can't do that. Do you know what he'll do to us?
No, come on. He's going to kill the bots. He's going to kill the dating bots. I modded you, Alejandro. You're a mod right now. You can kill the dating bots. I don't know what other powers you have in the chat by getting the mod, but...
Okay, Shankland's drawing. It actually didn't matter because even if Shankland lost, he couldn't get caught. It looks like your boy is actually going to maybe get second. Oparin.
All right, let's watch his game.
Well, he's gonna get he's 9 out of 11. He's gonna get.
Oh
no, he's
he
done.
won.
I mean,
he won. Nice.
Oh, but this guy Nemegajas is losing. So Bortnik looks like
Bortnik is streaming. Okay, so Bortnik is on 8 out of 10, so he's going to catch up with Grisha. Yeah.
Okay, so they'll be tied. Tie breaks will decide that.
What about Jospem?
A lot of other games, but we don't know.
Jospem also with the white pieces, he could potentially take over 9.5. He could finish on 9.5 if he beats Andreikin.
Probably Jobava will get 9 as well, so it'll be a huge tie with 9, and some people will not make it on tie breaks.
Somebody is saying don't mod Alejandro.
Jospem is winning. So wait, Jospem gets on 9.5. So Jospem gets second.
Correct. Yes, if he wins this one.
Well, he's up a piece.
Oh yeah,
and
he's up.
Not much to show for it, from Black's point of view.
Tatev Abrahamian was timed out by Alejandro Ramirez for 300 seconds. Okay, Alejandro is going on a power trip.
I see. I told you what would happen if you gave Alejandro powers.
he's going on a power trip.
I doubt Tatev was even writing much in the chat. So there was no reason to do that. All right, so I'm in 7th, but I assume I'll go lower than 7th.
Okay, where's the checkmate? Okay, yeah, that's a checkmate. Wait, is that a checkmate? Queen takes a7, rook d6, queen b6, rook d4. Yes, that's
which game are we looking at?
I'm looking at the Jospem versus Andreikin. Yeah, he's going for it. He found it.
Oh yeah.
So Jospem 9.5. Huh? Jospem finished on 9.5. Let's see what Bortnik won his game as well. So the standings are looking as follows. Shankland won it. Jospem second with 9.5. Then we have Oparin and Bortnik on 9 out of 11 sharing third place. What are the prices for this one?
What is it? 1,750 or 500? I can't remember. Maybe it's 500 per second, 300, 200, 100, something like that. 300, 151. I don't know. It's it's a good payday if you win. It's not very much if you don't win.
Somebody says Alejandro is the Tom Hardy of Latin commercials.
The what?
The Tom Hardy of
What's the
Latin
connection between? What's the connection between Alejandro and Tom Hardy?
That is actually a very good question.
I don't know. I'm trying to understand.
What does that even mean? Like, how can you be the Tom Hardy? Does Tom Hardy do commercials ever? I don't think he does commercials.
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, how many movies do you know him from? How many Tom Hardy movies can we name?
So obviously Batman.
Besides Batman.
Then we have the recent one, the Spider-Man one, where his the black spider. No,
The what?
his well, his Spider-Man looking like, but he's black. He has a black costume. What's the name of it? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh, you're talking about Venom. Okay.
Venom. There we go. There we
What,
go.
what does that have to do with Spider-Man?
Wait,
Okay. Okay.
isn't Spider-Man fighting Venom?
But like he's not wearing a costume. He's there it's like a symbiote takes over his body, right?
Ah, okay, okay. I don't know the story. I'm not watching that.
Okay, so there was this movie Legend, which was pretty interesting.
Inception. Yeah, that's a good point.
No, I said Legend.
No, no, I'm just
Was he in
reading chat.
Inception?
Yes, he was one of the guys in Inception. I know there were a lot of guys in Inception.
Legend, I think, was like a was it a Guy Ritchie? No, it wasn't a Guy Ritchie movie. He was definitely in some Guy Ritchie movie, right?
Mm,
Yeah, he must have been in more than one.
he wasn't in Snatch, right? I don't think he was
I
in
don't know. Was he in
Snatch.
The Gentleman?
I have not seen The Gentleman.
What? No, you have. It's a very good movie, and
I don't
you've
think
seen
I've
it.
seen it.
You've seen it, but
I
I don't
actually,
think he was in it.
I actually don't think I've seen The Gentleman. I've seen a couple of Guy Ritchie movies. One of them was Snatch. The other one was something with barrels. I don't
Lock,
remember.
Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
That's the one.
Yeah,
I've seen that one as well. And then what other
he's a
Guy
good
Ritchie?
director.
Yeah, yeah, he's good. I like him.
Director. Wait, let me think. Tom Hardy. There was one where he played like a real life character. This was one of his earlier movies.
Christian
I think it
Christian
was called Bronson.
Bronson.
Yeah.
Hmm. Christian, write a hi in the chat. Alejandro has a surprise for you. Is he trying to time me out? I mean, Alejandro is on a power trip right now.
Can you time out the host?
I don't think you can time out the
What?
host. Pretty sure you cannot do that. I mean that. Yeah. No way you can do that. Well, he was really good in the series. What's Peaky Blinders season 4? I think it was.
Uh-huh.
He was really good in that. I really like him.
Oh, he was in Mad Max.
Mad Max. He was good
That was
in
a good
that as
one.
well. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was in Inception, you mentioned that. He was in Warrior, the MMA movie, where he's like, there's two brothers.
Yeah, that was alright.
Not a big fan. I thought it was pretty good.
Decent. Routine movie, I think.
I checked and he was in Rock and Rolla, which is a Guy Ritchie movie, but it was only one.
Oh, that was a good one. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. I've seen that one. All right. Let's take a quick peek before we sign out at what's happening in the chess 960 situation.
Yeah, let's see. So,
Wait, where can we see this?
well,
In tournaments. Okay, there we go. Boom.
it looks like Carlsen Fedorsev is 2-0 for Magnus. So I guess Fedorsev is already is in must win. No, but you see, that's why I think these groups are like winner only because they're playing matches. So if they're playing matches, then I don't think we can get a Nakamura Carlsen final, can we? I don't see that happening.
Probably not.
Because I think the winners of, and right now it's like Carlsen and Nak are both 2-0, so they'll win the match and they'll go to play a semifinal match, it looks like. And then the winner of that match will play the winner of the group between, it looks like, Jan, Abdusattorov, Wesley.
Yeah.
It's very likely to be Wesley because I think that he will like 95% beat Grederson. And then Nepo against Abdusattorov is less of a clear affair. I mean, because right now Jan is down a point. Not hard to say. I would say this is already like a 50, maybe 50-50, maybe a bit of an edge for Abdus Tarb at this point.
Yeah. Cool. Well, Fabi, tomorrow we have a big show planned at 1:30 to 1:45 p.m. Central Time. We're going to have lawyer Akiva Cohen, who made a very interesting thread explaining the situation, the current situation at the beginning of a trial between Hans Niemann and Magnus, Chess.com, Daniel Wrench, and Hikaru Nakamura, as well as Play Magnus. So that's that's a big story, and we're looking to find out more from a specialist in the arena. So I'm excited about that. That's going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. We'll get a legal perspective, and maybe we should do some reading on this sort of law.
I will be doing some reading today, and try to get some interesting questions for our lawyer. But I'm sure he will explain all the details in a very thorough manner. So I'm excited about that. That should be interesting. And then Thursday, once again, the pod drops.
Yeah.
The post-champs pod drops on Thursday.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't think we made that a long one. But yeah, that should be interesting. And I think I'll play this later Title Tuesday, but we won't stream it.
We will not stream that, yes. Cool. Well, Fabi, that was a fun one. A few games were quite unfortunate, but overall, I had a lot of fun. I think the chat had a lot of fun as well. Thank you, everybody, for the chats, the super chats, all the support in the chat as well. Don't forget, like, subscribe the page, and tell your friends that this is where you're spending your Tuesday mornings with Fabi and Christian. All right, guys. Cheers. Fabi, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Talk to you soon.